Welcome to 242 Crescent Park Road, New Limerick on Nickerson Lake. It's a beautiful spring-like day. I think it's 64 degrees. We just went through Carey's Mills. And you know what this means. We've got another property listing. Just another run and gun Maine real estate listing. This one is a lake home on Nickerson Lake, New Limerick, Maine. Are you looking for a waterfront property? Yeah, everybody is, always is, and since COVID, they're even more like hen's teeth to find. But we've got one, stay tuned, I'm excited about this one. Got the moonroof to open up, no black flies yet, no fiddleheads quite yet either, and a big canoe race this weekend. We are lucky to live in Maine. Stay tuned, we're going to turn the corner on the lake road, going to a lake home on Nickerson Lake in New Limerick, Maine. Vacation property in Maine, lake home near golf course. This Maine real estate listing is a property with 4 bedrooms, cathedral ceilings, all vinyl sided, standing seam metal roofed, private drilled well, private modern new septic system. It's been updated. It's a lake home near a golf course. The lake road. There's Cam Clark storage units, Nickerson Lake, Drews Lake, the golf course. They're all on this road. You're only about 4 or 5 miles from town, but you're out in the country. That's the best of both worlds. Okay, apply brakes on the Jeep, Andy. This would be the way to Crescent Park. Used to go on a school bus, bus 13, that turned right here because it's the town line between Houlton and New Limerick. If you're in the Houlton area, you go to SAD 29. In Hodgson, New Limerick, Ludlow, Amity, you go to SAD 70. Hodgson schools, they're only about 6 miles apart. The town plows this paved part of the road, and then it's everybody for themselves, but everybody drops the plow coming and going, and it's not that big a stretch. We're not 3 miles in. We're just barely beyond Crescent Park. An earlier video about ice fishing. There was a big tournament during Moose Stompers. These little potholes will all be cleaned up. Same thing's happening on Drews, where they're doing some scraping to make up for the ravages of winter. Although this was a pretty mild one. I think they only plowed snow 2, maybe 3 times. Almost there. Here we are, off this dead-end road. It's 242. All kinds of perennials are coming up. Kind of a rock garden. And there is a little tool shed. See the satellite dish? About 12 by 8 for a storage shed. See the standing seam roof? Vinyl sided too. This is the deck on the back of the home. There's also another little tool shed. There's some flowers, daffodils, some daisies, probably a crocus. I saw some rhubarb. There's a mourning dove. All kinds of wildlife. I tell you where the wildlife is. Obviously fish in the lake, but check out the size of these trees. They're a great spot for birds, but that definitely is not a young tree. It's been here long before I was on the earth and after I leave it. Let's go down to the water. This is Nickerson Lake. Deep, clean, and there's a golf course on it. The access for Nickerson Lake. There is a boat launch and Crescent Park, but you've got your own right-of-way to Nickerson Lake. Nice. Lake home on Nickerson Lake, New Limerick, Maine. Are you looking for waterfront property? Would you like to have a vacation place up in northern Maine, Aroostook County? There's a heat pump, a big open deck for summer living, and lots of flowers established, a rock garden, patio. This is definitely a deck and open air summer living room you'll use a lot. Plus, with all these glass doors, you have a wall of windows. Here's your heat pump. Low cost Houlton Water Company for a power provider. Plus, we do have a soapstone wood heater, and there's a fuel tank in case you want to put a K1 heater in. How would you use the place? Make comments down below, and please don't forget to share the video if you know of someone that might like to know about it. It's more areas than rooms. You have a dining area that spills into a hobby area, that goes into a den, that goes into really a great room. Up in your loft bedrooms, it overlooks, like a balcony, like a two-story living room. See the real boards? Two vinyl windows? This overlooks where the soapstone wood stove is. In the winter that comes in handy, but you don't need it in spring, summer, or much of the fall with a heat pump. You could develop under the eaves, put in some drawers. How would you configure it? That's one bedroom. Then you have kind of a catwalk, balcony. Here's your other end of the loft. Bedroom number 2. 2 more vinyl tilt-in windows. I love the stained glass, the artwork. Have to pay attention to the real estate, but it's awful hard because you've got a lot of talent here. Years of creating art, music, enjoying life and hobbies. Can you paint? Can you sing? Or no, even if it had a handle, you couldn't carry a tune? It's a home, but simple cottage-like living. See the boards on the floor? It's not really another house to maintain, it's a vacation place. Wouldn't you rather be out on the water, on the trails, out on that deck? That's your second floor. Your stairway quickly gets you to the second level. There's a railing, plus you're hugging the wall. And they have kind of like a protection as you go around so no one by mistakes falls. But it's all open design. On your first level, this is all southern exposure. You can see wildlife, you'll see the sun coming up, you'll see those flowers as they come up from the beds every year. Lots of perennials all established. Here's the front door, or you can use those glass doors that go to that deck. Your hobby area, or everyday dining. Or we've got a little bit of a bar, you could have a stool. Gas cook stove. And the kind of refrigerator that opens on the bottom. You don't have an avalanche out of the top. I don't know why they stopped making those, but someone got the memo and they started making them again. Look at the porcelain sideboard. Drain board. Laundry room and your electric water heater. Plus you've got some built-in storage. Coming out of that laundry room, here would be a first floor bedroom. If you don't climb stairs. There's 2 bedrooms up. Here's one of the ones down. Yes, there's a closet and 2 vinyl tilt-in insulated windows. admiring the artwork, stained glass, the paintings, just the way it's decorated. The bedroom on the first floor, closest to the bathroom, is this one. 4 bedrooms total. Windows on 2 sides in this one. Western sun, even light from the north. There you have it, the grand tour of 242 Crescent Park Road, Nickerson Lake in New Limerick, which has the lowest property taxes. Add it up, Houlton Water Company Power, the cheapest utility. If they make money, they lower your rate. They're a co-op. You get a house with lake access that's vinyl sided, standing seam metal roof, has heat pumps, 2 bedrooms on each end upstairs, a nice cathedral, open balcony, 2 bedrooms on the first floor if you don't want to climb stairs. So you've got room for company. 2 families could buy this and share it. You could rent it out when you're not using it. But it's a vacation property. Second home, maybe it's your first home up in northern Maine. The flowers all established. You got a little storage shed. I won't kid you. There's not a lot of waterfront properties in Maine for sale ever. It's only worse. When COVID happened, everybody decided, let's get out of the city. Lake home near golf course. Maine real estate. This one's a new listing. I'll see you next time on the Maine Real Estate Channel. Look below. There's a lot of details. The price, property information, how to get a bank loan. And don't go anywhere. There's another video. We try to put another waterfront or whatever kind so that if you've got a little time to binge on them, we'll keep supplying them, serving them up. Thanks for sticking around to the very end. We'll see you next time on the Maine Real Estate Channel.